everything happens for a reason, because based off of this mini documentary, one of the members of that Korean trio quit, and a lot of people thought that he had made a big mistake, but little did many people realize that him quitting, giving up on being a member of that trio, gave birth to the phenomenal SB19. And it kind of reminds me of what Steve Jobs said in one of his motivational videos. And in that video said something along the lines of, you can't connect the dots looking forward, but you can only connect them looking backward. And so, hello ladies and gentlemen, those in between, welcome back to my channel. Right here, and today we're going to be reacting to another SB19's video. Hey everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful time wherever you are in the world right now. If you're completely brand new to this channel, please do check out my other reaction videos, and if you like them, hit the subscribe button for closing out this video. Anyway, today we're going to be reacting to another requested video. A lot of you guys in the comment section have actually told me to check this one out, and this is another Casual Chalks documentary about SB19. And the title of this video is SB19 Story Episode 1 Soundbreak. So I'm not exactly sure how many episodes there are for this series of documentary, but I'm just very much excited about watching this video because I'm sure that I can get a lot of information about how SB19 started, how this group was formed. So guys, I don't want to keep you waiting for much longer. Without any further ado, let's get started.
Disclaimer, this video is only based on my personal research. I might miss some details and it's possible to have discrepancies, but I did my best to get as much accurate information as possible, so enjoy.
2016. Okay. What is this? Korean trio? Korean trio.
This is called Triple, a group of talented performers and comedians from Korea you've probably never heard of. They were formed back in 1994 when the word K-pop hasn't even been invented. In 2002, one of the members made the biggest mistake of his life, which will change the entire course of P-pop history.
Okay. SB19 Soundbreak. Alright, here we go.
Do you remember this song?
What? These songs sound alike.
It all started with this man, Jong Song-han.
Okay.
When he left the trio in 2002 to become an entrepreneur, Cult Triple became Cult 2. Most of their fans definitely thought that Song-han's decision was a huge mistake because the remaining members started racking up different awards in the entertainment industry.
Oh my gosh.
If he only stuck around, he would have gotten those awards too.
But I believe everything happens for a very good reason. But there was this one video that I watched a couple of weeks ago, and in that video, the motivational speaker said that so long as we love what we do, we don't have any reasons good enough for quitting. Because as long as we love what we do, expect something great to happen. But I firmly believe that everything happens for a reason. So him giving up on his dream as an artist, I completely understand that. Anyway, let's move on.
But this man's decision was final. He used all of his savings to build an event organizing company called Show BT Entertainment. Yep, I'm talking about Tatang Robin.
Okay.
Tatang noticed how passionate Filipino fans were during the rise of K-pop, so he wanted to organize K-pop concerts and events that promote Korean and Filipino culture.
Okay.
To make that happen, he needed entertainers, a group of young people that would be part of the package
I
of their
see
service
Stell.
as an event organizer.
It looks
We are talking
different
about
in that
people
video.
who can do dancing, singing, and even act as servants, like waiting tables and assisting guests. So he held an audition and hundreds of young talents
Okay.
applied. 30 of them passed as trainees. They were then called Nara, which in Korean means country and is the national tree of the Philippines.
Yeah.
They went to multiple events together, including
Stell.
the fan meeting event of the K-pop group
It really looks different in that video clip.
called Off-Road.
Okay. Alright.
After numerous
Very
events,
interesting.
Tatang Robin saw
Is that
something
Pablo? Hang on. Pablo and Josh. Look at the two of them. They look so young in this video clip.
special when it comes to Filipino talent. He realized that some of his trainees were far too talented to just end up as small-time performers.
Stell.
So he decided to launch the first P-pop boy group that underwent strict Korean-type training. Out of the 30 trainees,
Josh.
only few have made it. Gian
Okay.
Paolo Nase. He always wanted to be a performer. As a young dreamer, he joined several competitions as a soloist and also a member of the K-pop dance cover group called PHP.
Oh my goodness, it really looks charming in these video clips. I mean, I said this in my reaction video to... What video was that again? Go Up. Yes. I love this hairstyle, and I think this one suits him best. Well, I understand you guys love him with that, I mean, his new look now. I completely understand that, but I'd rather that he had this short hairstyle because he just looks so charming.
As a trainee, he was the guy who shows up early and leaves late despite juggling a full-time job as a data analyst to provide for his family. He was the first one selected due to his undeniable diligence and leadership qualities. He is known to have
Oh my gosh! It looks so cute! Goodness gracious! This hairstyle is driving me crazy. And oh my gosh, I mean, this angle, I personally think that this is his best angle. And, okay, diligence, speaking of diligence, I agree. Even though I haven't known him that deeply yet, I can tell that he's a very diligent person because he's a Virgo. That's his zodiac sign. And I believe it manifests.
critically acclaimed songwriting ability, a badass rapper, and was often dubbed as a genius, but he consistently denied it because he claimed to be just a hard worker. This made him the destined leader of the group. He debuted with the name Sejun, but later changed his name to Pablo.
Pablo, yes.
Now that the methodical leader is chosen, they needed more members.
Four
Tatang
more.
Robin just got a genius composer in Pablo, so they needed someone who can dance. And this next guy is exactly that,
Who's that?
and even more.
Stell.
Stelvester Ahero.
Oh my gosh!
Even more.
Oh my gosh, look at that visual.
Stelvester Ahero. He was only 16 when he started competing as a dancer while studying. He was a born winner despite growing up as a bullied kid. He made performing his escape from the harsh reality of the world. He did a great job channeling the negative aspect of his life and converting it by winning multiple K-pop dance
dancing.
cover competitions with his group Saeon. He is also a hard worker. He was teaching dance to kids while competing. There was a point when he worked too hard that it threatened his life due to poor health. He is a very skilled choreographer. In fact, he's the main culprit behind most of SB19's snappy and amazingly synchronized dance routines. But little did they know that dancing wasn't even his only talent.
I can tell.
He easily became the main heavenly voice of the group because his vocals were just
That is what you call talent, baby. Talent.
out of this world. He debuted as Stell, the main vocalist, the lead dancer, and choreographer of the group.
Josh
Cullen Santos became homeless at the age of 16, and it was his decision.
What?
He's had the worst childhood among the other members. From growing up in a toxic environment to being physically abused as a kid by their nanny.
What?
At an early age, he witnessed what it feels like to be a member of a middle-class family that went rock bottom in just a matter of months. He experienced getting evicted from apartments to smaller rooms. It came to a point when his family had nothing to eat but ketchup and salt. They had no permanent address. Because of that, Josh and his sister dropped out of school multiple times, so they got bullied at school for being repeaters. Sometimes he would...
Okay, I got a question for you guys. What is wrong with being a repeater? Is there anything wrong with that? I don't think so. I mean, these people who bully repeaters don't know the value, don't know how to treasure what it is to be under blessed circumstances.
would get into fistfights for defending her. Josh had enough of this, so he took matters into his own hands by leaving. He became independent and started working as an internet cafe attendant. Using his own income, he took the alternative learning system and was able to finish his high school degree. Clearly had no background in performing. Not until he met new friends from the dance community, which led to him meeting Stell and Seyon. They became co-members and went on.
Look at you. Puberty stage. I completely understand. All of us go through puberty stage, so...
on to win numerous K-pop dance cover competitions all over Asia. They even met BTS during one of their winning runs in Korea. In a way, Josh was saved by Stell after trying so hard to save himself. And it paid off because after training, Josh ended up debuting as the lead rapper and dancer of the group.
Oh, okay, so he's the lead dancer. I didn't know that. I thought it was the... I thought he was just the lead rapper. I didn't know he was also the lead dancer of the group. Justin
the Josh didn't have to audition. Apparently, he was a very good-looking guy that when he joined a talent workshop as a teenager, Show BT immediately took notice and offered him to become a trainee to improve his singing and dancing skills. He was one of the late joiners, and when he did, he immediately saw a familiar face in Josh.
You look familiar.
Apparently, the two had a
You look familiar.
stint in performing together in a K-pop dance cover group called Zero to Hero.
Okay, I know the song, but not really a huge fan of this song. Josh. Alright.
So Justin as well wasn't new in the world of performing. He auditioned to be a part of the televised Pinoy boy band Superstar show, but he didn't even make it to the live auditions. Perhaps it was fate. He didn't have great singing skills at the time. It was only when
I remember Tony Labrusca. He also auditioned to that reality show, and I think he ended up being one of the grand finalists, but he didn't win. But he did a great job.
Became a trainee that he improved astoundingly in the vocal department. He went on to finish his college degree in multimedia arts while training, which earned him a skill in filmmaking. He then got selected to debut as the main visual, the sub-vocalist, and the creative director of the group. He was the would-be director behind the record-breaking P-pop.
I bet nobody dares go against that. I mean, the fact that he's the main visual of SB19.
Music video, WYAT, and more. But that's a story for another video. At this point, Show BT seemed to have completed the group. 4 members in a P-pop group, a nice even number. 2 rappers and 2 vocalists. They were perfectly balanced, but they felt like something was missing. perhaps
okay.
someone was missing. Someone who could take this already great
Ken?
group of guys and
Philip?
push them to achieve the next level, the extraordinary level. Someone so naturally gifted that he could stand
Philip,
out in the
Ken.
presence of the already talented group of young artists. This venture that Tatang Robin took needed an apex, so he started the online auditions. When
Okay.
Josh heard about it, he was like, I know a guy.
Ken. Philip.
Philip John Suson is such a specimen. He was so naturally
It's hot.
gifted that excelling in sports looked like a walk in the park for him.
It's
He
hot.
grew up in the church under the care of his grandparents. He was an artistic kid, so he was active as an editorial cartoonist in school. Nobody
Whoa.
taught him to play musical instruments. He taught himself by just listening to the music, so he ended up becoming a southpaw guitarist, but he later fixed it
Okay.
as he learned more. He didn't even know that he could dance until
He actually looks like our neighbor here. Ken.
was forced to in order to get good grades during their school intrams.
Uh-huh.
After discovering dance, he transformed from a guy who didn't know it to someone who can fly.
Whoa.
Because of his raw talent, he ended up teaching dance to the entire school and continued on to form a K-pop dance cover group called Amigo
He
7.
dances smoothly. That's one of the things that I first noticed about him. His dance moves are so smooth. I mean, he's actually one of the best dancers I've ever seen on Philippine national television. I am not a huge fan of watching TV, quite honestly, but I think that so far is one of the best male dancers I've seen on Philippine national television.
Apparently, his group gave Josh's group so much trouble during their early competitions because they were very good rivals. So he decided to recruit him. But Philip was hundreds of islands away and didn't have the money. What did Josh do? He shelled out for his plane ticket. With nothing else to lose, Philip went and left his previous life in the countryside. He then trained with the boys and officially debuted with them as Ken,
Okay.
the main dancer, the bass vocalist, and the lead rapper of the group. One thing to note is that they were an
He's the
unlikely
lead
bunch
rapper of the
because they
group.
wouldn't have met each other if Tatang Robin stayed with his already successful group in Korea. Justin failed his first audition, so he didn't even bother to audition again because he thought he wasn't ready. And Josh wouldn't have attempted to recruit Ken if Show BT's training program didn't
So Tatang Robin was originally a member of, what was it again? Called 3, which was a Korean trio. Okay, it makes sense to me now why he had to quit. And him quitting, giving up on being a member of that trio, gave birth to SB19. And that is why everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason.
exist. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the butterfly effect. When a small and seemingly insignificant occurrence has a rippling effect through time, leading to a consequential event sometime long after the initial event, or as Google would put it, a phenomenon whereby a minute localized change in a complex system can have a large effects elsewhere.
Right.
Tatang Robin's so-called mistake back in 2002 led to forming the future P-pop
It
Kings.
wasn't a
In
mistake.
2018, SB19 was formed.
There was
The
a
name of the
purpose.
group
There
was
was a
carefully
reason
picked.
behind
The
it.
number 19 is the sum of Korea and the Philippines area code digits 82 and 63. So 8 plus 2 plus 6 plus 3
What?
is 19. SB doesn't only mean show BT. It is all about their ultimate goal for Pinoy sound to break into the music industry,
Amen
which
to
is
that.
fearlessly
Amen to
represented
that.
by this praise. Soundbreak.
Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna just make my introduction plain, short, and simple because I think that this video is super lengthy already. I just want to say that this video is really a good source of reminder that everything happens for a reason, because based off of this mini documentary, one of the members of that Korean trio quit, and a lot of people thought that he had made a big mistake, but little did many people realize that him quitting, giving up on being a member of that trio, gave birth to the phenomenal SB19. And it kind of reminds me of what Steve Jobs said in one of his motivational videos. And in that video said something along the lines of, you can't connect the dots looking forward, but you can only connect them looking backward. And so we just have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in our future. And we just have to trust in something like our guts, karma, life, and so forth. So this video is really inspiring because we never know what the reason is for whatever. I mean, I love this video. I love the content of this video. And kudos to Casual Chalk. Good job for doing such an amazing job. I'm sure that those who are not fans of SB19, if they watch this video, they can be inspired in some way, shape, or form as well. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think of this video in the comments section below, because of course I would also love to hear your thoughts and opinions of this. So that's very much it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you like this video, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when my next video comes out. Saudi!